Welcome back. I was gone for most of last week because I was out of Wi-Fi. I spent a week in Texas, and pretty much everywhere I was at, I had no ability to film or no ability to post anything because I don't have unlimited data, and I didn't have Wi-Fi. So I apologize, but now we're back, and we're almost done with the Beatitudes. We come now to Matthew 5 and verse 9. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. Blessed are the peacemakers. When's the last time you really saw somebody being a peacemaker? Online and even in our interpersonal relationships, we find people who create spaces of chaos and division and unnecessary conflict and just sometimes just to be entertained by the chaos. Sometimes because we are too immature to know how to make peace. Or maybe we're too immature to realize that what we think is not that important. Or we are not the main character, so to speak. Peacemaking is all about making sure that when you are somewhere, you do what you can to make sure that everyone is okay. That is not people pleasing. It is making sure that you do what you can to do right by everybody. But that is not people pleasing, because people pleasers will compromise in a lot of areas where they should not. Peacemakers are willing to step on toes for the sake of peace. But peacemakers are also humble enough to realize when they are wrong. Peacemakers realize when they have done something wrong, and they take the initiative to go to the person or people whom they have wronged, and they say, "From my heart, I am sorry, and I want to make this right. What can I do?" And you do what you need to make that situation right, creating peace. Peacemakers help others who are not at peace with one another to return to peace together. If two of your friends are at odds with each other over something they don't need to be, and they're having a petty or unnecessary disagreement and division, the peacemaker will say, all right, let's do what we can to sit down together and resolve this issue. In the church, we don't have enough peacemakers because churches, congregations of the Lord's church divide, and people leave, and people take other people with them, and we create these factions against people because the elders didn't do what we wanted them to, because the preacher didn't talk about something the way I thought he should, because somebody at church hurt my feelings, because somebody at church voted differently than I did, so obviously they can't be Christian and I can't be wrong. That's not a peacemaker. The peacemaker understands I am not the main character. I don't have to be right. People don't have to agree with me for me to be at peace with them. People do not have to agree with you on every issue for you to have harmony and unity with them, especially as Christians in the church. But yet in the world, this is one of those ways where many people in the church emulate the world instead of Christ. Because in the world, they tell you to get yours. They tell you to stand on what you think is always right. They teach you to never be willing to forgive. They teach you to hold on to your anger towards somebody because you just might be justified in feeling some type of way, and that justification means that you don't have to forgive somebody. That's not true. The world teaches you that when you disagree with somebody on some political matter, that you have the right to say what for to them, and you have the right to treat them in some contemptible manner, and that is not true. The world tells you that when somebody has hurt your feelings, then all bets are off and you can treat them however you want to treat them, and that is not true. Too many times I've seen too many people react in immature, ignorant ways that are inconsistent with who they claim to be, with who they maybe even strive to be, because our feelings get hurt, because somebody disagrees with us, because some sort of conflict arises and we just cannot handle it because we are too immature and too weak in our character to be willing to reach peace and to create peace and to maintain peace with that person. We need more peacemakers. You, man of God, who see this video, are meant to be a peacemaker in your home, in your church, in your friend group, in your workspace, wherever you are. Be a peacemaker. Do not cause problems with other people that you don't have to cause. Do not selfishly try to gain something by creating more chaos or adding to somebody else's chaos. Mind your own affairs. Do whatever you can to do right by other people and live at peace with them. Do your part to be at peace with people. Do your part to help other people be at peace with one another when you can. Be a man whose presence is peaceful. That's the way our Lord Jesus is. And if we truly strive to be real peacemakers in our lives and in our environments, we will very much be seen, at least in God's eyes, as wise, rare, and different. I love you.